Go.
Happy Monday, Apple Group. I'm going to show you your sort for this week. So make sure that you have stopped by my desk to pick up your colorful piece of paper that you're going to be cutting out tomorrow. But you need to, for today, just watch this video and then answer the questions in the Google form. My friend Gabby is filming for us. You can't see her, but she's behind the camera. So we're going to get started with our headings. Okay, so just like last week, we're going to sort our words this week based on their prefix. And remember that a prefix is a group of letters that goes before your base word. And when you add this group of letters, it changes the definition of the word. So these are my 4 headings for this week. We have after, post, for, and pre. And I'm going to take my words for this week and I'm going to sort them based on what heading I see. So my first word, post date. My base word is date. My prefix is post. It's going to go in the post column. My next word is post season. My base word is season. My prefix is post, so it's going to go there again. Afternoon, you should be very familiar with this word. My base word is noon. My prefix is after. That's going to go in the after category. I also have pre-season. Season is my base word. Pre is my prefix, so it's going to go in the pre category. I also have afterword. Word, my base word. After being my prefix, the after category. I have pre-existing. I know that my base word is existing. My prefix is pre. For knowledge, my base word is knowledge. My prefix is for, so it's going to go in the for category. Predetermined, my base word is determine. My prefix is pre, goes in the pre category. Preposition, my base word is position. My prefix is pre, goes in the pre category. Preoccupied, my base word is occupied. My prefix is pre. Pre-war, my base word is war. My prefix is pre. Post-colonial, my base word is colonial. My prefix is post. Afterthought, my base word is thought. My prefix is after. Forethought, the opposite of afterthought. My base word is thought. My prefix is for. Aftertaste, my base word is taste. My prefix is after. Prefix, the word we're using this week. My base word is fix. Pre is my prefix. That's going to go here in the pre category. Forecourt, my base word is court. My prefix is for. So that is going to go in the forecourt category. Prejudge, my base word is judge. My prefix is pre. This means to judge someone before. Predate, my base word is date. My prefix is pre. Next I have forearm. My base word is arm. My prefix is for. Now I have forward. My base word is word. My prefix is for. I also have post-war. My base word is war. My prefix is post. Forewarn. My base word is warn. My prefix is for. And foreordain, my base word is ordain. My prefix is for. So now that you have sorted, these are part of the pre category. Now that you have sorted your words for this week, we are going to look at how some of these words are the same and different so we can understand the meanings of our prefixes. So we're going to start by looking at pre-war and post-war. So just looking at these two right here, if we could zoom in, yeah, just a little, thank you. Pre-war and post-war share the same base word, the same base word being war. The difference that we have here is the prefix. The prefix pre means before. So pre-war means something that happened before the war. Post-war, my prefix post means after. So post-war means something that happened after the war. So we can use the same base word and just add a different prefix and it's going to change the whole meaning of the word. So we can also look at some other words that do the same thing. We can also look at pre-season and post-season. Here's post-season, and here's pre-season. So they share the same base word being season. When I think of the definition of these words, I think of sports. So pre-season, pre meaning before, that means before the season of sports started. So if you have any games before your season actually begins. Post-season, post means after, so whatever happens after your season is over. So any championships, things like that. So that's pre-season and post-season. We also notice these same patterns where words mean opposites in words like post-date and pre-date. Okay, again, they share the same base word of date, but the prefix pre and post change the meaning of the word. So pre-date means before the date, post-date means after the date. So if you have to mail a letter by Thursday, if you pre-dated it, it means you dated it and mailed it maybe on Wednesday or Tuesday. If you post-dated it, that's after Thursday, so you'd mail it on Friday or Saturday. Okay, so we know the definition of post. Oh, I put those in the wrong one. I hope you caught that. Oh, I did these too. I really hope you caught that. Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay. Okay, post means after, pre means before. Now, we still have two other prefixes that we haven't discussed. So we are going to look at some words within these two prefixes. So I want to start by looking at afterword and forward. So my base word is the same. My base word is word. When you add for, just like pre, it means before. When you add after, it means after or following. So a foreword to a book, most authors will have a foreword in their book, and it's something you read before you start reading the book. So foreword is before. Afterword would be something in a book that is added on to the end of the book, not a part of the book, just discussing the book. That's an afterword. So it's going to come following the book. It's going to come after the book. Now, I'm going to put these in the right one. We also have other words that follow that pattern within these two prefixes. For example, forethought and afterthought. So forethought and afterthought share the same base word. They both have the base word of thought. Forethought means before, so something you thought of before. Afterthought is something you would have thought of after or following whatever happened. So these words on these prefixes also follow the same pattern as the post and the pre prefixes. So before we finish, I want to just wrap up by looking at one more word. I want to look at pre-existing. Now, this is something very similar to our sort from the last 2 weeks. If you look at pre-existing, you notice pre-existing has two E's. Why does pre-existing have two E's? I'm going to give you a second to think about that. Okay, pre-existing has two E's because in all of these examples, you do not change the spelling of the base word. You simply add the suffix, the prefix. So existing is my base word. All I do is add pre to it. Okay, I'm not changing the spelling of any words this week. I am just adding my prefix before the word. So you need to both practice the spelling of your base words this week, and you need to practice simply adding that. Do not change the spelling. Pre-existing will be the only example where you have the same two letters when you add the prefix to the base word spelling. So make sure you fill out the Google form before you move on. That is what is due today. But if you have any questions, let me know in the Google form, and you'll get started for the next 2 weeks. Good luck.